Day 7 of moving my game from Unity to Godot. Last time I finally did the inventory, which only took me 2 days, and I'm very proud of that. Some things are not working, but that's fine. So now we can pick up items, and we can store them, and swap them, and add them, and remove them. Pretty much anything we want. But we can't use them, and there's no hover info, and I'm missing the right-click menu. So that's what I want to do today, basically. Just finish up this part of the inventory so we can get started on different types of items like weapons and stuff like that. I'm going to have some trouble with that, I already know. And also I want to add some items, so I think I'm going to do that first. Actually, no, I'll do the hover info and stuff like that first. So basically what I want to do is have a different... currently the player has a HUD and a inventory scene inside, and I want to make a third scene, which would be the hover info, and then I'm pretty sure there's a signal for mouse entered and mouse exited, and that's what I want to use to show up info on a slot. So I'll create a new user interface scene, and it will be called hover info. So I'm going to use a panel container, since I'm pretty sure this will keep everything scaled to its own size. Not sure. And all I want is a rich text label. That should be it. That's the only thing I should probably have. Let me just scale this up a bit to something random. Actually, no, wait a second. I can add a rich text label, and I can add a panel container, and then I can just, I'm pretty sure I can show behind, where's the visibility? I can show behind parent, so now it's behind text. Let me just scale that. And the panel I can set to, maybe if it's a texture rect, yeah, then I can expand mode, keep size. So I did something. So I got something working. So it will kind of scale to what it needs to be. Using fit content. Scroll active. I don't think I want scrolling. Maybe texture rect is not best for this. So I'll just go with something else. Maybe like a panel. Yeah, panel container might be the best. Okay, so it's scaling the parent based on how many words I have, but that's not actually what I wanted. I just wanted... Okay, so we'll change the height and not the width. I'm fine with that, actually. Yeah, I can work with that. Okay, so technically now I can place whatever I want here, and it should always be visible on the screen. But if I scale this down, yeah, okay, it will keep the minimum width there. Okay, so I'll just scale this down a bit, and that should work fine for the hover info. This would be the background. And we would have a text hover info. Okay, cool. If I assign that to the player, we should be able to see it. And I'll hide it whenever the game starts, and I'll show it on the mouse hover or start hover, whatever it is. But I do need to get some code in first. Scripts UI will have a new script, hover info, which will extend from control, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, control. For some reason I thought this was gonna go really quickly, but it's been an hour and a half. I'm running out of time for today, but I've got it working, at least a little bit. So now you can pick up items, and you get this. Actually, wait. Yeah, never mind. I thought I could change it, but I'm not that smart yet. So it is what it is, I guess. I wanted to add like a bit of offset on the images. Oh, okay. So yeah, now you can pick them up, and you get this description and a name. They're different fonts, different sizes. How did I do this? Well, so basically there's a hover info script. All it does is, why is this here? Never mind. So it has, well, it doesn't really, it has offset and padding variables, which are kind of important. Whenever the game starts, I set it to false, and then in the update method, in the process method, it follows cursor, and follow cursor is this method. Basically, it just checks if the mouse is close to like the edge of the screen, so it doesn't like clip into the screen. It kind of flips it the other way so it shows. That's basically it. And then just sets the position of the object to that new position, which is like the mouse size, and then the whole clipping thing or the padding thing. And then it has hide info, which just sets the object to be invisible. And there's also display info, which checks if the item that I've given it in the function is null, then it just does nothing. And this is what took me the longest. So I get the info, I make an info name variable, which is of font size 25, and item name. And these are just for the BB code to be able to, you know, recognize what it's actually doing. It's kind of like, no, it's exactly like TextMesh Pro. These are called tags, I'm pretty sure. And then I get the description that I want. And I get the font that I want. And then the size is set to 19 for this, which I think is enough. Then we have, actually, I might change this to be like 23, 22, and this to like 17. Yeah. And this just then puts the description in here and appends those lines together. Actually clears the text info and then appends the name and then appends the description and sets the visibility to true. Now, how am I calling this? In my inventory slot, I saw that I had, one second, I saw that I had on mouse enter and on mouse exit. And I wanted to connect these hide info and display info to them, but I just couldn't get it to work because I have to make a callable. I'm not sure how I did this. I didn't want to touch it because I might fuck it up. But I get the hover info, which gets the parent, then the parent, then the parent, and the parent, and gets the hover info. Basically, it goes from the slot to the parent slots, to background inventory, to inventory, then to the player, and then finds the hover info, which is right here. I know it's a bit, you know, hard-coded, but that's the only way I could figure it out. I make a callable, which it's type of variable, and I call the display info method on, and then I connect it to the start hover, which is actually my custom signal that gets called on mouse entered. Okay, so I just made like a double signal thing here. I just made my own signal that gets called here, because then when this signal gets called on start hover, can emit a signal with a variable. I couldn't get it to work on this built-in signal with a variable, so I just made my own and then called it that way. So basically my signal gets called exactly the same as mouse entered, but also emits a variable of item or item slot that item of this inventory slot. And exit callable would work on that this way, but I decided to do it this way as well, because just to keep like symmetry, I guess. It's not symmetry, it's something else, but I can't remember the word. And that works. So basically each inventory slot connects to the hover info on ready, and that just kind of works. That's a train going by, don't mind that. Yeah, it works. And you can see when I drop an item, oh no, maybe I should emit that as well on the drop data. Yeah, no, actually on get drag data, I wanna also emit signal and hover. Yeah, that should actually do its job now. Okay, yeah, it does kind of do it. Whoa, cool. Oh, okay, it just didn't update. Okay, that's weird. One second. Let me also call drop whenever we on drop data. I also want to emit a signal. Emit signal and start hover with the item slot, so it updates the drag handler. Yeah, it does get, so this is bottled water. If I drop it onto the canned meat, it's now bottled water. Okay. But I don't want it to kind of show up the thing when it's hovering. There's no way of me checking that, is there? 1 second. I have an idea which might work. So basically on start hover, I can just check if, wait, I was getting something here. I would need to get the function input, which has the event, and then I would make a variable of dragging, which is equal to, which is a boolean, and it's equal to false by default. So I might have to do it not in input but in the process function, which I don't want to do, kinda. But let's just check it if that will work. So I'll do process, and I'll just do if, sorry, I'm missing delta here, right? If input mouse is mouse button pressed, and then mouse button left, and then I will check, I'll set dragging equal to true, and then in on start hover I'll check if dragging is true, or if not dragging, then I will emit signal. So only if we're not dragging an item, it should emit a signal. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, but that doesn't get set to false at any point because it's just setting it to this. So I should probably also use the function input event if event is mouse button dot button, my bad, I'm bad at this, if event dot button index, or sorry, if event dot release is released, if event dot button index is equal to 0, and then if event dot is released, if event is released, oh my bad, is equal to 0, and if event is released, then I set dragging equal to false. Now that's a lot of if statements. I'm not sure if that's how you should do it. There's probably a smarter way, but let's just test it. Not working. Oh, it's not. Okay, so no, actually I can do it in the process. I should just be able to say if input dot is mouse button, or is action just released, and the action would be, those are my custom actions, fuck. It's fine, I can just make one like called mouse left. Yeah. And then just set dragging equal to false. Now this should probably be done in like a single script and not all of them. But fuck it, we're already here. Project settings, input map, and let's add a action called mouse left, and we'll just set that to mouse button, left mouse button, close, and now it should work. Yeah, it works. Okay, amazing. And no errors, cool. And we're still getting this message here in the item container. Where is that? Print debug. Yeah, let's just remove that. That just gave me some trauma right there. Okay, that works. It's been way too long, and I wanted to also add like just one more thing. Okay, never mind. I thought I could do it, but I can't. I don't get it yet. So I tried making a right click and it does show up, but it doesn't hide, even though I called it on mouse exit so many times. But yeah, that's not gonna work. I try to squeeze it in, but nope. So I'll just remove that from the player and hope that everything else works. Really just hope for it. And in the inventory slot, I'll just remove what I made. Yeah, and hope that I removed everything. Yeah, let's see. Fuck you. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Okay, yeah, that's it. Fine, I'll just stick to this. I made this today. I'm good with that. I definitely didn't try making a right click menu and then fail. Yeah, that's it, I think. So I got this to work. Really, once I finish like the base things that I had in game, I'm just gonna do a huge polish episode fixing things, because this is, for example, yeah, okay, things such as that, because currently, yeah, it's not doing too well. Or might just do that the first chance I get, like a free day or something, because I only had like 2 hours to do this. Yeah, but this is working. I'm glad about that. And next time, I'm really not sure what we're gonna do. I have to think about it. I have to sit on it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. We might be at like subscribers count is going crazy. All right, I'm not even kidding. 188. When I was making this video yesterday, I was at 126. That's, you do the math. I can't at the moment. My brain is dying. That's a lot, alright? So keep doing it, and I'll keep making videos. Thank you for watching. Join next time. Till the next update, I guess. Bye now.